Hello, who is joining me today? I want to speak on languages today. I want to do some translation. I want to translate some words into the Tyap language. It's a language spoken in central Nigeria, and I also am knowledgeable in the Nigerian Pidgin English. So perhaps I'm the only one who is here available at the moment. So I would give a number of words, say a number of words out. Then I translate it from the Tyap language into the Nigerian Pidgin, then into English. And if you are willing, you can join me. Then you can also give me a translation in the language you know. So let's start. The first word I want to say out is the word road. R-O-A-D, road in English. In the Tyap language, T-Y-A-P, road is vak. Vak is V-A-K, but pronounced V-A-G. And for those who are knowledgeable in German, you tend to be familiar with that very word, Weg. Weg in German could also mean road. I don't know how similar or how that similarity came to be, but it happened. So in the Nigerian Pidgin English, road is still road. And then the second word is to eat, E-A-T. To eat in the Tyap language is ya, Y-A, ya, and in the Nigerian Pidgin English, it is chop, C-H-O-P, chop. And then if you want to make a sentence with that, you want to say, I want to eat. In Tyap, you say, Nchat ya, Nchat ya. I, chat, want, then eat, ya. Now, the Nigerian Pidgin English is so funny that the syntax or the arrangement of words actually follow the Niger-Congo languages, the way the languages are being set, or the syntax of the African languages, but the wordings themselves, they are English wordings. Now, you would expect that I want to eat in Nigerian Pidgin English is going to be I want to eat, but it would follow the pattern of Nchat here. I want eat. I want eat. I want eat or I want chop. So I want chop, instead of eat, you replace it with chop. And in English, you know that to chop is when you actually cut something into bits. And in the pidgin context, it is more or less the same thing, but this time around you are using your mouth to chop it. Yes, so the third word I have here is the word house. House in the Tyap language is early, early. The sound in about, uh, early, ALI, but the A is having a diacritic, a short dash behind or beneath it. So you have, or you can use the schwa sound, and then LI. But in the Nigerian Pidgin English, house is house, house. Just like in the German language, house, Haus, house. If you want to say, I want to go home, I want to go home, in Tyap, you say, Nchat Nat Omali, Nchat Nat Omali. Mm, that's just letter N is I, then chat, want, not go, Omali is to house or to home. So in Nigerian Pidgin English, you say, I want go house. I want go house. I want go house. I want to go home. I want go house. So actually, the Nigerian Pidgin English was introduced into the area called Nigeria today by the Creoles, you know, during the transatlantic slave trade. You had there was a group of Americans or African Americans that wanted to come back to Africa. So when they came, they mixed with the natives, and a form of English developed around Sierra Leone. And since they were educated, they were being taken, or they were actually trading around the coasts of West Africa. There were missionaries among them. There were teachers. There were uh, there were people of different trades. So when they came, um, that form of English was a means to actually communicate with the native African people. But then there was also a time during the slave trade in which you had slave masters coming to Africa. They came, and the form of English they spoke was something close to that. So if you follow history, you see that there were some letters written by the slave buyers in the Nigerian Pidgin English, written to the chiefs, those African chiefs, and uh, those letters, some of them still remained, and they are well preserved. So that form of English continued in areas where the English or the British colonized, like in Nigeria and Ambazonia, that's northwestern part of Cameroon, and then you also have Ghana, then Sierra Leone, then Liberia, and then Gambia. So today you hear the Ghanaians speaking their form of Pidgin English is very close to the Nigerian form, and the Cameroonians also speaking their own form is also close to the Nigerian form, but they vary because these Pidgin variants they are actually mixed with native languages of those regions, so you don't expect them to be the same forms. Like in Nigeria alone, there are a lot of languages. There are over 500 languages, and the English language, the Pidgin English spoken in these different areas vary. Like when you go to Lagos or Lagos, the Pidgin English spoken there is a bit different from the Pidgin English spoken in Port Harcourt in southern part of Nigeria, and it's a bit different also with the form of Pidgin English being spoken in the city of Warri, and it is also different from the Pidgin English spoken in Calabar. And when you come over to Abuja, where I am, it is a bit different. Also, it's quite different. So the form of Pidgin English, which is kind of more of like, should I say, mm, what's that word? Like a hallowed kind of Pidgin English is the one spoken in Warri area. Warri is a city by the Atlantic Ocean, um, in the area called Delta State in Nigeria. So most of the jokes you hear in Nigeria, the comedies, they're actually in Warri Pidgin English. And um, when you are able to actually understand the Pidgin English language, to understand African languages would not be quite difficult for you, because you already have an idea about the syntax, um, and um, and and also for someone who is a native speaker of African languages who wants to speak European language, especially English language, the person first of all is able to understand the English language through the Pidgin English, and then to speak then the English language itself. So another word that I have with me is the word chair. Chair, Chair, chair. In the Tyap language, chair is chuk, chuk, Chu, chuk, or Chuk, sorry, Chuk or Cuk, chuk. Um, in the Igbo language is one of the major languages in Nigeria. Chair is Oche. Oche is chair, but the same word Oche in the Igala language, Oche is a chief or a king. So these are related languages, but the words have different meanings. And in the Pidgin English language, chair is just chair, or just say chia, chia for chair, chair. Bring that chair, come here. Bring that chair here. Okay, I want to go to the market. I want to go market. I want to go to the market. I want to go market. I want to go market. But in Tiap, I want to say the same thing. I will say Nchana Kasu. Nchat Nat Kasu. N is I, chat is want, nat is go, Kasu is market. I want to go market. You can see the words are aligned between the African language and the Pidgin English, but the English adds some unnecessary words like the word to. I want to go market. It's like saying in German, ich möchte Markt gehen. Sorry, my German is not so perfect, but it's quite elementary. The syntax of German is a bit different with modern English. Nevertheless, the wordings are quite similar. Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know how many people are with me. You have any question? You want to ask me for translation? I'm here at least for the next few minutes. Or let me also give you more words, more translations. in the Pidgin English language and in Tyap and in English. If I want to say my mama, my mama is coming, my mother um, is coming to my house. My mother is coming to my house today. In the Nigerian Pidgin English, I will say, my mama won't come my house today. My mama won't come my house today. My mama won't come my house today. Sometimes you hear something extra. My mama won't come my house today. Oh. The O cannot be translated in English. So also in Tyap, Tyap has some words that cannot be translated into English. But let me finish with the Nigerian Pidgin English. My mama won't come my house today. Oh. My is the same thing in English. Mama is mother. One wants to or is. Come, K-O-M, come. C-O-M-E in English. Come, come. Mama won't come my house today. Oh, that you are telling a friend, you are making a statement. In Tyap, I want to say the same thing. Ayangu chobai amalinunka ofun. I'll make it slower. Ayangu, my mother, chobai is coming. Amali nunka to my house often today. Now I can't translate everything literally from Tyap to English. Hello Bob. Hi FIFA. FIFA is good. Thank you for being with me. So my mama won't come my house today. Ayangu. Ayang is mother. Nung is me or my. Who. Funny enough, I can't translate that into English because it will sound absurd. Who is the THE? It's like saying the my mother. The my mother. How you say the my mother? The my mother. It doesn't make sense. But in Tyap it makes a lot of sense. Then Chobai coming. The word Chobai is actually from two words, Chong and Bai. Chong is to walk and Bai is to come. Amali is to home, to home. Is to, just like in French, à ma maison or à ma maison. Amali, nunca. Nun is I or my. Then ka is again another the, THE, the my house. My mother, okay, the my mother is coming to the my house. My mother is coming to the my house. It sounds senseless when I translate the African language Tyap to English, but the Nigerian Pidgin English actually trims off some of the things in the African language, like in Tyap, for example, you just say, my mama won't come my house today. Waiting she will come chop now. What will she come and eat? Waiting she will come chop. Waiting is what? She go is will come chop, come and eat. What will she come and eat? Waiting she will come chop. What will she come and eat? You are gonna buy guya in Tyap. Yihua is what? Gu, she, na, will, buy, come. Guya. she, it. So this 20 minutes already. To those who were present, thank you very much. Or should I make it 30 minutes? 10 more minutes? So it can be 30 minutes. Yeah. So Bob and FIFA is good. Does any one of you have any question you want to ask? Or any other person want to ask for a translation? You want to learn the Tyap language, or you want to learn the Nigerian Pidgin English? So let me make another example with another word. Um, people, people. How do we say people in the Nigerian Pidgin English? People is actually people, but when you are pluralizing a lot of words, a lot of words in the English language, you just add s, and then you have a plural form of a singular noun. Um, for example, chair, chair is chairs, plural form, but in Nigerian Pidgin English, it depends on what pidgin you are speaking actually, from what part of the country you are speaking it from. Like the pidgin English spoken in Lagos, for example, it tends to use the sense which the Yoruba language uses. Like the Yoruba language, you want to pluralize a word, you just add the word awon before the noun. So when you have a word like uh, ara, for example, body, body is ara. Ara can also mean family. So you want to say bodies, you add awon before ara, then you have awon ara. So when you translate or you transfer that very sense to the Nigerian Pidgin English, and then you have chair, and you want to pluralize chair, you say chair them, chair them. Them there stands for the plural form in place of letter S. The chair them, the chairs, the chair them. And then maybe people, you have a lot of people, the people them. Or maybe you have houses, house is house, but you want to make it plural. If you say house them, all the house them, then paint them blue. All the houses are painted blue. The house them, all of them, then paint them blue, blue color. You know, the houses are painted blue. Um, so what else? I want to learn the Nigerian Pidgin English. I want to learn Pidgin. 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 I want to learn the Nigerian Pidgin. In Chad, Indian Pidgin. Although if I want to say the word pigeon in Tyap, it won't be pigeon. It would be something like market English. Shonkasu. Shon is English and Kasu is market. So the Nigerian Pidgin English is referred to as market English in the Tyap language. So Nchandian Shonkasuji. Shonkasuji. I want to learn the Nigerian Pidgin. Now let me do counting in Tyap and in English, because in the Nigerian Pidgin, the same way you count in English is the same way you count in Nigerian Pidgin in English. The only difference would be the spellings. The spellings may differ. So 1 in Tyap is Onyung. Onyung is 1. And then 2 is Feang. Feang. 2 Feang. Then 3 is Tat. Tat. 4 is Nai. Nai. And then 5 is Phone. Phone. Remember, the is the same as the in the word about, the word about in English. And then you have 6. 6 is ta, ta. And then 7 is natad, natad. And then 8 is ananai, ananai. Ananai is 8. And then 9 is Kobunyum, and then 10 is Swak. Now there's a story, or there's a history behind the counting system. The counting system before the colonial era, it used to be in the metric system or thereabout. In other words, the word we use now in Tyap, Swak, used to be the word for 12, but there was a magic. 12 then became 10 in the counting system. Now let me go back again. 1, Onyum. We have 3 ways of calling the word 1. The first one is Onyum. The second one is Nyum. And then the third one is Jung. Jung. Then the second one, that's 2 now. 2 is Affair. First form. Second form is Feang. Third form, Swayang. Swayang. And then 3, Third. Second way, Tat. Third way, Tat. Tat. And then 4 is Anai. Anai 4. That's the first form of 4. The second form of 4 is Nai. Second form of 4, Nai. And then the third form of 4 is Nyai. Nyai. And then 5 is of Phone. That's the first form of Phone. The second form of 5 is Phone. You remove the Phone. And then the third form is Swan. Swan. Now, how do you know which form to use? The Tyap language has about 6 definite articles. 6. Now, 2 of those definite articles are used for singular words, singular nouns, singular adjectives. Then 2 are used for both singulars and plurals. And then the other 2 are used for only plural words. Now, what are the ones used for only singulars? You have the word ka, and then the word wu, wu, and ka. They are used for singulars. These are definite articles in Tyap. Now, the ones that are used for both plural and singulars, you have who and you have g. Over time, you get to know more, or you can browse online wikibooks. Search for Tyap wikibooks online on Google, and you'll be able to see the counting system of the Tyap language. I documented them there, and I also have a few number of people who are helping me out. And what I intend to do is to make the language available online, since it's an endangered language, and we don't have a lot of written materials on that very language. So with more people coming into that work, we get to have it more available online for people who are wanting to learn the language. In case you want to learn an African language, I'm inviting you to learn Tyap. Tyap is a language spoken by about 250,000 people. That's like 250,000 people, or a bit more than that. And you want to learn it, please tell me. I'm available. I'll teach you the one I can, and and if you want to actually learn it more, you can come over to central Nigeria here, and I'll take you around. We'll get to see the culture, and you are thinking about what time best for you, what time is best for you to come. You can come towards December. December, you have the buffet, the Ayat festival, towards the end of December in 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 uh, in the southern Kaduna area, and around that time you have a lot of festivities. You also have the Afan National Festival on the 1st of January every year. So if you come around, I'm going to take you around. You wish to see African culture, very raw, you can come. Don't be afraid of security. You are safe. Come. So thank you for being here. See you. Bye bye. So I'm gonna ask in the poll what you learned. What do you learn? What did you learn today? What did you learn today? So you can let me know what you learned from this short recording, this 30 minutes recording, and I want to know what you learned from the short lesson in the Nigerian Pidgin English, in the Tyap language. And if you have any question, you can ask, and I'll be available to put you through. Yeah. The poll is still on. You can you can state what you learned. So in the next 20 seconds, we'll call it a day. Okay, done. So bye bye. Bye bye. See you.